On the 8th of July 2014, Lars Mittank was preparing to fly back home after spending a week in the beach resort of Varna, Bulgaria. Lars had packed his bags, took a cab to the airport, and was ready to head back home to Germany, when all of a sudden something changed. Lars exited the airport without his bags in a panic and ran until nobody could see him anymore. This was the last time anyone's seen or heard from Lars. This is Nightmare Factory, and today we're going to explore the disappearance of Lars Mittank. Lars was a 28-year-old German man who was spending his first time abroad with some friends from school. Everything was going well. Everyone was having a great time until a fight broke out between Lars and a group of other guys over an argument around football and rival teams. During the fight, Lars ruptured an eardrum, which he found out about in the morning they were supposed to leave. As such, on doctor's orders, Lars was told not to fly straight away as it could make the injury worse. Lars was recommended to stay an extra 30 days and told his friends to leave without him. Now, the thing to note about Lars was he was a pretty normal guy. No history of mental health, had a steady job, girlfriend, healthy relationship with his parents, plenty of friends, that sort of thing. Nothing really out of the ordinary. The day his friends left, Lars had to find a hotel for the night. He decided to grab a room at Hotel Colour, a cheap hotel near the airport. It was the night his friends left that Lars started acting peculiar. On July 7th, the day Lars' friends left, Lars phoned his mum in a panic that night. He told his mum to cancel his bank cards and said he was being followed and that people were asking him where some pills were. Lars' mum became obviously concerned at his behaviour and insisted that he fly back first thing in the morning. At 6 AM on the 8th of July, Lars is seen being dropped off by a taxi outside the airport. Through security camera footage, we see Lars entering the airport with his bags. Then all of a sudden, this happened. As you can see, Lars ran as quick as he could out the airport in an obvious panic, without any bags or anything he took with him. We then see Lars proceed to keep running and eventually jump over a barbed wire fence and disappear into the woods. Now, this is the last time that Lars was ever seen. There have been a couple of rumoured sightings since then, but to this day he is still officially missing. No body was ever recovered, no traces, nothing. So what happened to Lars? There are a number of theories that explore what could have possibly happened to him. I'll have a look into them and give my 2 cents on what I believe to be the most plausible. First and foremost was that Lars was right. When he phoned his mum, people were following him for reasons unknown and eventually murdered him when he ran off. Now honestly, this theory really doesn't make sense. Now let's split it into 2 separate groups of people that could have murdered Lars. Some theories suggest it could have been the original group that attacked Lars. Now if this was the case, Lars surely would not have told his friends to just leave if he was scared for any particular reason. I also don't understand why they would hunt Lars down to murder him over an argument about football teams days after the fight broke out. Now the other theory is that it was a totally separate group of people who for whatever reason decided to murder Lars for these pills, the ones that he was speaking to his mother about. Now the pills that were prescribed to Lars from the doctor were sulfurozine 500, a standard antibiotic. Nothing crazy to really warrant murdering someone over. Now where this theory really falls apart is the episode in the airport. If Lars had bumped into people in the airport that were after him, why did he run and not potentially run to airport security or police? He was in a public place with plenty of surveillance, easily the safest place for him to be. But even if they were in the airport, why didn't they chase him? The camera follows Lars for a while, and it's evident that no one is chasing him. Now, the second theory is that Lars was potentially suffering from a concussion from the fight, causing him to have mild hallucinations. Now again, this theory doesn't really stand with me that it could have been a concussion, as Lars obviously saw a doctor who told him about the ruptured eardrum, but disclosed nothing about a concussion. It's something I didn't mention earlier, but Lars also saw a doctor at the airport just before he ran off, on request of his mother. Now the doctor did describe Lars as being emotionally depleted, but not necessarily concussed, and he did clear Lars for flying. It was allegedly when airport security came to speak to the doctor about something totally irrelevant that this spooked Lars and he then ran off. Now, the last theory that I will touch on is that Lars was suffering from a mental illness, such as paranoid schizophrenia. Now, this theory honestly makes the most sense to me. It explains Lars' strange behaviour regarding phoning his mother, believing that people were following him, but also his desire to not listen to doctors' orders. Delusions are a common occurrence in paranoid schizophrenics. Now, this also explains the sudden change in mood at the airport, Lars getting spooked by airport security and just disappearing. His family has stated that he had no history of mental health at all, but nobody starts with a history of mental health. These things can start all of a sudden, and the fight could have been something that triggered this. Now, there are more theories that could be touched on, but I feel these to be the most plausible. Now, whilst any of these theories could be plausible, it still doesn't remove the strange fact that Lars was never seen. He was never heard from, never spotted, again other than a couple of rumours, but he was never found and is still missing to this day. My thoughts go out to Lars' family. They lost a son who, quite frankly, they might never see again. As of this day, Lars is still missing. I implore you, if you have any information or believe you may have spotted Lars at all, contact the appropriate authorities. That's it for today. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you soon.